I wish that I could have knocked him out at the start. But as we saw, he came to my ears and whispered, "Please be easy on me." He thought I'm Mike Tyson and I will follow his script 40 seconds after I broke the clown's jaw. We are boxers, not content creators.
Like, they're suing me for something I didn't do. It's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking...
The ending already detonated, because Jake Paul isn't just dealing with a knockout loss anymore. He's staring down a Netflix lawsuit that could nuke his entire boxing operation. And nah, this can't be real. So rewind with me. Second, before the lawyers showed up, this was marketed as the biggest legitimacy test of his life. The night that was supposed to silence critics and cement him as real. Instead, it exposed something far more dangerous: contracts, egos, and a business model built on noise instead of control. Because when the camera is shut off and the check's clear, the real fight isn't in the ring anymore. It's in the fine print. And that's a fight hype can't save you from. And if this lawsuit sticks, the knockout won't be the moment people remember. It will be the least damaging thing that happened that night.
I heard that Gervonta Davis was being very difficult to work with and Netflix was just waiting for a reason.
Yeah, we think he broke his jaw. He's fine. We met with Netflix afterwards. He took a shower. He drove himself to the hospital. A broken jaw is very common in sports, particularly in boxing or MMA, and I think the recovery time from the...
Jake Paul getting sued by Netflix isn't some random afterthought. It's a result of a billion-dollar platform realizing it bet on volatility and got chaos instead. You could feel it the moment the Joshua fight ended, because this wasn't influencer boxing anymore. This was sold as real heavyweight business, with judges, doctors, executives, and global eyes watching. And when a machine that big feels embarrassed, it doesn't tweet, it litigates.
Anthony Joshua didn't throw a single straight right hand for 6 rounds.
Think about how fast this flipped. 1 minute Jake walks in with fearless branding cranked to 11, and the next minute executives are allegedly asking why the product they paid for turned into hospital footage and canceled fights. And here's the part that should make you uneasy. There are whispers at what Netflix expected and what they got were not the same thing. And someone, somewhere, knows more than they're saying.
And not only did you not get knocked out, you dropped and said, "Wow." I was like, wow, that was nice. I was on the ground, I was like, that was a good shot.
Did he surprise you with his power?
To be honest, no, but I mean, he surprised my jaw.
Anthony Joshua didn't just beat Jake Paul, he removed the safety rails. And once those rails were gone, every previous promise got scrutinized because Joshua wasn't a retired fighter or novelty opponent. He was a fully operational heavyweight force. The moment Jake started circling instead of taking control, the panic was visible, slow, subtle, and irreversible.
Looks like Jake Paul is trying to bait him into something, but he's the one that's hit the canvas twice in this round. Incredible.
This is where the experience gap became painfully obvious, because Joshua never even left second gear. That's what makes it terrifying. The danger was deliberate, not accidental. When a champion ups a patience over spectacle, it shows he already knows the outcome and is simply choosing when to reveal it. That choice landed in round 5 like a guillotine.
I love this shit. I'm gonna come back and get a world championship belt at some point.
Are you surprised you went 6 rounds with the former 2-time unified heavyweight champion?
Honestly, I'm not surprised. I just got tired, to be honest. Like, it was just so much.
The 2 knockdowns didn't just take Jake down, they shattered the illusion. These weren't lucky punches. They were the product of fatigue, fear, and accumulated damage. By round 6, it wasn't about courage anymore. It was biology. And the body always speaks the truth, even when the brand refuses to.
I'm a little fucked up, but will you take care of me forever and ever?
I saw you talking crap to AJ at one point.
I was trying to get his head. I think I pissed him off. What were you telling? I was just saying fuck him.
The broken jaw changed everything. Titanium plates aren't something you can meme away, and bone damage doesn't care about captions. Watching Jake try to turn hospital footage into content was a moment the crowd shifted. Confidence looks different when it's owned, not borrowed, and this was borrowed from a system that finally said no.
Yeah, I was talking but I just pissed him off. Then he broke my brother's jaw. Fuck this guy. His jaw, huh? Yeah, he's supposed to jaw. Yeah? You don't care though. Jake's having a fucking blast. We'll see him back again for sure? Yeah.
Here's a time bomb no one wants to touch yet. Netflix didn't just lose a fight night. They allegedly lost a whole planned future. The canceled Jermaine Davis bout wasn't a rumor. It was infrastructure, marketing, sponsors, and projections already baked in. When that gets pulled unilaterally, platforms don't call it personal choice. They call it breach.
Now, you asked me a question. Look, it wasn't the best performance. It wasn't the best. The end goal was to get Jake Paul, pin him down, and hurt him. That has been the request.
A $100 million lawsuit doesn't stem from confusion. It comes from anger, with the word willful being thrown around. Anyone who understands contracts knows what that means. You knew the consequences and did it anyway. If that's proven, it doesn't just hurt Jake. It undermines his trustworthiness with every serious promoter quietly observing.
Thank you very much. I'm here with the winner, Anthony Joshua. Anthony, congratulations on the win. How would you describe that fight?
Well, first of all, I want to give love to the crowd, everyone that came out. I really do appreciate everyone in this venue.
Ask yourself this honestly. Why would a company like Netflix burn a relationship that profitable unless something behind the scenes went seriously wrong? This isn't a coincidence. The smiles vanished instantly, and the focus shifted from punches to paperwork. And once suits replaced gloves, the battle is already over.
Because it's a civil lawsuit, and it's just allegations. It's not criminal, so there must be something.
This is where the legacy damage runs deeper. Losing to Joshua could be survived, but losing the trust of platforms is radioactive. Sponsors don't protest. They disappear, and future deals start colder, quieter, and harsher. Once you're labeled unreliable, that stain doesn't wash away, no matter how loud your fan base is.
Jake Paul, he's done really well tonight. I want to give him his props. He got up time and time again. It was difficult in there for him, but he kept on trying to find a way.
Another detail that stands out is just how calm Joshua appeared afterward. Calm winners don't feel threatened, and threatened people move on. They don't sue. Yet Netflix didn't move on. Their escalation suggests this isn't about ego. It's about control slipping and someone scrambling to regain it before more leaks or damage surfaced.
I don't like it. Even Anthony Joshua had some class and, apologized to me.
Did he really?
Yeah. He worked his way through the crowd and came up to me and said, "Mom, it's just boxing.
He said it's the fight game.
It's just the fight game."
I'm obviously...
At this point, the situation has shifted completely. The Joshua fight was merely the ignition. The real pressure is now structural, legal, and corporate. Every decision Jake makes is scrutinized not just for athletic merit, but for reliability, contractual adherence, and long-term trustworthiness. Momentum in the ring can be regained, but once corporate confidence is shaken, it's far harder to restore. What unfolds next will define not only his boxing legacy, but also his credibility as a professional capable of handling high-stakes, large-scale ventures. Noise and hype won't shield him here. Competence, discipline, and foresight will. The next move isn't just a fight. It's a statement to every stakeholder watching.